at one point, a team from my company got assigned to do communications there. My job was running fiber optics all over the base and hooking everybody up with communications. And when they got there, you needed a clearance from a 2-star general in order to enter this place. Well, they didn't really feel like going through the bureaucracy of trying to get to a 2-star general to get them to sign on the paperwork to get into this place. So instead, they were going to run up. This place was on one of Saddam Hussein's old bombed-out palaces in the middle of a lake. And they started running out the fiber optic cable to the lake. They contacted a guy from the Air Force. Guy from the Air Force comes, he puts a boat in the water around the lake, takes pictures of it, which you're not allowed to do. And then my team shows up to the boat. They start unloading their equipment into the boat. And before they know it, there's MP's cars screaming down the road. And they were told that if they'd set foot in the boat, they'd be shot by snipers that were in towers around the palace. And they were detained overnight. And my first sergeant and my commander had to bail them out of jail. And I was very curious about what this place was. Well, one day while I was guarding Iraqis, they were filling up sandbags, and I had one of the guys I was sharing the detail with was an MP who happened to be a guard of this base. And I talked to him about what this was, and he let it slip. Like, this is where Saddam Hussein is being held captive. And this is 2005, 2006, when Saddam Hussein was still on trial. And after he let that slip, I was like, what? I didn't believe him at first. And yeah, we talked to him. I was like, yeah, this is where Saddam Hussein is being held captive here in the area while he's on trial. And later on, when I had R&R, when I was on leave to come back to Germany for 2 weeks from Iraq, I talked to a medic who worked at the TMC. That's the clinic in Dodge City South, which is a trailer park where all the soldiers were living in Camp Victory. And he told me that somehow the subject of Lost Lake came up when we started talking about it. And apparently he, like Saddam Hussein, would be going into the TMC in Dodge City South, apparently, to get treatment from the Americans from time to time. And when I got that from 2 verified sources, like, it's maybe just be rumors, I don't know. But that kind of leads me to believe that he was being held captive there. And I don't have a picture of it with me. I have some of it on my hard drive back at home and on my thumb drive right here. Like, if anyone wants any pictures of it, I can give them to you. But it kind of shocked me. Like, if you ever read any of the reports about Saddam Hussein's trial, they were saying that he was being held on Camp Cropper, which is a detainment facility next to Baghdad International Airport. It's on the same compound as Camp Victory, but it's mostly used for conventional detainees, not what they call HVPs, or high-value prisoners, which, of course, Saddam Hussein was one of the most high-value prisoners in the whole entire war on terror we've had. And I've been kind of shocked by the secrecy about this. I asked myself, okay, if they're keeping the lid on where Saddam Hussein was being kept prisoner during his trial, one of the most public events of the whole entire Iraq war, they're not even letting people know after the fact where he was actually being held, then what else are they keeping a lid on? What else are they hiding? And how can we trust anything that's coming out of Iraq? That's pretty much what I'd like to say, and I'd like to wrap things up. And I'd like to let Zach have the microphone here, but let's let Darnell here do his job.
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, now we're going to hear